everyone, Spiritual Essence here. As of right now, according to my clock, it is 12:51 in the morning. And today was a day. So we had a flea problem. Yes, we had a flea problem. And it was because my sister's boyfriend's mother takes in stray cats, but apparently she don't, bathe them and give them good hygiene. So when my sister and her boyfriend spent the night over there beforehand, they jumped onto them and came over here. So we had to bug bomb today. 2 bug bombs, one down here, down the basement, and one upstairs. And then we had to vacate the house for 4 hours. Then we had to take an additional 30 or so minutes to let it all air out. Then we had to wipe everything down. I'm washing all of my laundry now at 12 in the morning because tomorrow my sister needs to spend most of the day washing her stuff. So it is, at least it's done. Now it's just the washing part, which fortunately most of my bedding is now finished. So after that, it will be just the clothes that I need. I do have a visitor with me today. Hi, kitten. Say hi to the camera. He, since I was washing all of my blankets, he took over my jacket, and he seems to like it, so I let him have it. Is that a good boy? Yeah, you're so sweet. He's a good Bigglesworth. He's such a sweet Bigglesworth. But at least me and my sister, we went out to lunch, we went shopping, and we had to take the cat and my sister's birds over to my parents' house to watch them while the place was fumigated. So there's that. But I do have some good news on that part. So it's still got a little work to be done, but look at this. My room is pretty organized now. And in the center of my room where that elliptical is, there used to be a laundry basket filled with clothes. And I was living out of a laundry basket for the longest of time because it was so much of a hassle just to put all that away. I hate putting away clothes. I really do. I mean, it's one thing to wash them, but then fold them up, put them away, or put them on the hanger, put them away. I hate it. I really do. It is the bane of my existence. But luckily, I was able to, on this time off that I have, I was able to really settle down. Early this Thursday, I stayed up till like 2 in the morning, cleaning and organizing, and then I went to bed. And then when I woke up the next morning, I finished the rest, and I think it looks pretty good. My bookshelves are up. I bought one, and it was pretty good. It definitely seems sturdier than my last one, but it didn't fit all of my books, so I had to buy another one, and there was room, so there is that. And then all my little stuffed animals. And you may be wondering, and I will make a video about this, why a grown man such as myself has stuffed animals. Well, I do hope to actually utilize them in my magic. It isn't just, I don't play with them like a little kid. But, if I see a stuffed animal as a kid, when I was a kid, me and my best friend growing up, we would play with them, and we would give them like intricate names and personalities and complex storylines, and we'd make little adventures out of them. The Webkinz were the heroes. We always loved Webkinz. And then everyone else was like a side character. And we made like little families out of our Webkinz, and it was really cool. But as a kid, my mom and my best friend's mom were different. And how were they different? Well, see, my best friend growing up, he lived next door. His mom was a single mom. They didn't have a lot of money, but, she was always willing to engage with her child's imagination. She was always willing to help it along. So, if he wanted a certain stuffed animal for an adventure that he wanted to have, she would buy it for him sometimes. Sometimes she wouldn't, but, she would be more inclined to, if he wanted to build, not just stuffed animals, but if he wanted to build, a mansion out of a box, his mom would help him. My mom was not that imaginative. Every time I was like, hey, my friend, he's making a house out of a box, can I do that? She's like, don't waste boxes. She was all about keeping the boxes just in case. She couldn't spare one for my imagination. When I became an adult and, I was like, hey, I want this stuffed animal, and I had the money, and, since I work hard for this money, I'm free to get what I want. So, I'll pick up a stuffed animal sometimes, and we got some over here up front and got some on the bottom. I do have a couple dolls over there and a couple over there. I do have some antique dolls over here, and then I've got a little Dalmatian, well, a life-size Dalmatian, more like it, and a little Squishmallow fox, because I love foxes. And I will make a video about that, more about the stuffed animal thing, but, everything looks good. I'm so happy. I got a new tarot deck today. So this is it. It says, choose your own adventure. Looks intriguing. I bought a lot more. So I spent quite a bit on books today because today we went to a spiritual shop that wasn't far from our house. And my sister only bought a few things. I chose to buy books because I had room on my bookshelf. And where the stuffed animals are right now, I do want to have books in that area. And right now, even though I haven't read all of these books yet, in fact, quite a bit of them I haven't read, there's some I have. There's some I've actually read twice because they were that good. I'm more collecting right now. In time, I will read them. But I like to have them physical copy because, honestly, I'm a person who I don't like ebooks. I know that the book that I wrote is an ebook, but that was because it was too damn expensive to print it. But I personally do not like ebooks. I like being able to flip through the pages. I like being able to have a physical copy. I like being able to read them without worrying about the percentage of the battery. So, that's just me. I know there's some people who are A-okay with ebooks and digital books, and audiobooks even. Good for you. I'm different. But basically every book on this shelf has something to do with the spiritual, lucid dreaming, magic and medicine of plants, Crystal Bible, Wiccan Kitchen. I do have a copy of the actual Bible with pictures, because I like pictures. Roman myths and legends, ritual witchcraft, black arts. I have everything from light magic to dark magic, and tons of different abilities. I do actually have a few science books like this. There's one called The Body Electric, and it shows how electricity flows through the body, which I think could actually help in my research. I have books on herbs and medicine, natural medicines, because I really do not like the thought of Big Pharma making us sick so that they can profit off the cure. Let me see. I have quite a few books about myths and legends. I have quite a few books on fairies. I have different books on folk magic from different parts of the world. Let's see. I have books about cursed objects, Egyptian mythology, symbols and runes, hauntings and ghosts, UFOs. I have so much. I even have a book. It's a tiny book. It's called Buddhist Wisdom, Daily Reflections by David Crossweller. I have not read it yet, and personally, I am not a Buddhist, and I don't think I could be a Buddhist because if we are going back to the traditional Buddhists, they believed in self-poverty. So they would never own a house, and because they usually were monks, they would, similar to how like Thailand is now, where they're monks, they live in temples, if that, and then they take donations from the public to live. So they don't work jobs for money. If people give them money, that's how much they have. But traditional Buddhists didn't usually even have temples, from what I read. I could be wrong, but that's what I read in an article. I even watched some documentaries too about it, but Buddhist just seems too soft for me. Let it go, breathe, and reflect on who is who, and it's like, to me, they're all about peace, which in itself is not bad, but when the situation is not peaceful and yet you are still like, turn the other cheek, do not engage, be the peace even in the face of conflict, that crap, I don't do that. No. If there is trouble, then I'm prepared to make it double. If you didn't get that reference, Team Rocket, prepare for trouble and make it double. It's been a while since I've watched Pokemon. I just feel like talking to you guys because it is late and it has been a day. I have been up, I got up at like 8:30 this morning. I slept pretty good. But I kept waking up because I knew what would happen today. And because my sister's pregnant, I had to be the one to set off the bombs, and was that exciting. So I got my laundry here. This is the done pile. That one is waiting to go into the dryer, so it's just sitting wet right now. So far it's just me and the cat. Everyone else has gone to bed. And I was like, you know what? While I'm waiting for my laundry, why not just, flip on the phone, start talking. Let me see here. Oh, I do have a Skyrim dragon statue. Now, this was at an antique shop near me, and it was $100. And I was like, should I? Shouldn't I? Can I afford to get it? Can I afford not to get it? And of course, the little devil on my shoulder won out. But I do think it's cool, and I could use it in my magic when I work with dragons. Let's see. I do have a bunch of stuff over here, although this old entertainment center is breaking down, so I might get a new one. And these chairs I got from Amazon, they're soft to a point. Like, if you touch them, they're nice and soft, but when you sit on them, it's stiff. It is not comfortable to sit in for a long period of time. These are definitely chairs to use if you have company coming over that you want to leave promptly. So I'm going to try to sell them, and if I can't sell them, then I'll just get rid of them. But I bought these back when I originally redid my room, and that was a few years ago. And I thought they were stylish, but You know what I found is that, a lot of furniture isn't stylish anymore. It's not practical. It breaks apart at the slightest achoo. And it sucks. It's like back in history, we had fine craftsmen doing not only things that, were sturdy and lasted a long time, but also they would weave intricate designs into it and still make it practical. Like this here. This is fine craftsmanship right here. This was my grandparents, and they were going to get rid of it, and I decided to buy it off them. So I do like it. And if you look in here, I've got a lot of my spiritual stuff in here. And it's got like little cubbies and 2 drawers down there. I have my spiritual stuff set. There's a lot of stuff that I have over here. I still need to clean that desk up a little, but I do have a lot of like styrofoam that my bookshelves came in that I'm saving for my paper mache projects. So I really want to get back into paper mache again. I miss it. I used to do paper mache masks, and then life got busy and I stopped for a while. So I have tons of paper, tons of cardboard, and even styrofoam now to use. And I did buy a hairdryer, and I have it somewhere to dry it with. I have my Legos over there, a lot of my statues, and right next to my bookshelf. Jack Skellington hanging from the pole. Pumpkin Jack. I have my Buddhist prayer flags. Now, according to what I read, traditionally, there are rules to this. You should never let them touch the ground. It's just a sign of respect, and it keeps the prayer energy from draining away. You're supposed to keep these outside of your house, or sometimes, the village, and negative energy from the wind is blown into it and then captures it. And then you're supposed to burn it. But I paid good money for this, so I'm keeping it. I think it's a good fixture of my room. I love it. Let's see. I have a couple of Native American masks over here, which I think are pretty cool. And in fact, there is something that is mine that I do want to bring into my room. I just wasn't sure about a place for it. Sorry if the camera is going to get a little dark here. I have used this before in my ritual to Baphomet, and it's just, I took it down for like temporary use, and then I put it back, so that's it. It's a pentagram with a couple snakes around it. I like it. I just gotta find a good place to hang it where I know it will not fall. Although I am definitely going to have to look around. Let's see. But that's pretty much it. I'm just waiting on my laundry to dry, and now it's 1 a.m. I was playing my PlayStation 5, but I got bored. First, I played Hogwarts Legacy, which I like Hogwarts Legacy. When I first played it, it was awesome. It blew me away. Just everything in it. And I've played through every single house except for Gryffindor all the way through, but it doesn't really change the story. And then once you've played it a few times, you realize just how small the world is. Now I hear they're supposed to be making a second one. I really do hope that they make it better than what it was. I really hope. Then I switched over to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I like. I love Greek mythology, and when I'm playing the game, it's like I'm home. And then I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Legacy, which is fun for a little while because I get to see a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that I grew up with instead of these newfangled ones that have like a paragraph of instruction underneath them. But I get tired of beating bots after a while. I wish I knew people who wanted to duel, but, you know, I don't have any. I don't have any friends that have this game, and I've tried looking on there for people who are willing to duel. Can't find any. So, I don't know how many people play this game, but, you know, I find it fun from time to time. The other games I have on here are Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is fun, and I've nearly beaten the game. Not the first time. Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, I love it. Tons to do. But, you know, I just kind of got bored with it for a little bit, and I switched over to Odyssey because I hadn't played it in a while. And then the other one I have is Oblivion Remastered. It's not a bad game, but I kind of got bored with it, you know, and especially because it's a smaller world than Skyrim, which for me, I love open world games. There's some people who hate it, and I understand it can get confusing, and some people just want to have the main objective to worry about, and that's it. That's fine. That is fine. But I love open world games. I love the exploration part. I love the mysteries and the adventure. It's fun. But some people just can't handle it, I guess. If you, I know my videos don't have a lot of views, but if you guys want me to do a video on a particular spiritual topic, please let me know down in the comments. I did download TikTok yesterday. I have not set up an account yet, so I'm not sure about it. I was pretty apprehensive about it for a while, but, you know, I'm thinking about giving it a try. So, I might start a TikTok soon, and I will let you know when I do. But until then, thank you guys for listening. I'm sure most of you are asleep by now, as I should be. But I gotta wait till everything is done. I'm not gonna go to bed until at least most of it is done. So, please wish me luck. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And have a good night, everyone.